Good morning and thank you, Madam Chair. Would Hillsborough County Domestic Violence Task Force co-chairs Jennifer Kaufman and Tania Maliski and State Attorney Susan Lopez join me at the podium, please? Okay, you sit right behind me. Thank you. Welcome. Domestic Violence Awareness Month was launched nationwide in October 1987 as a way to connect and bring together individuals and organizations working on domestic violence issues while raising awareness for those issues. Over the past 30+ years, much progress has been made to support domestic violence victims and survivors, to hold abusers accountable, and to update legislation to further those goals. The Hillsborough County Domestic Violence Task Force and all its partners have made significant strides in raising awareness and teaching people how to take preventive measures to eliminate domestic violence in our communities. On behalf of the Board of County Commissioners, it is a privilege to declare October as Domestic Violence Awareness Month in Hillsborough County. The proclamation reads, whereas domestic violence is a crime that threatens the safety of thousands of individuals through behavior to establish power and control, and whereas any person can be a victim of domestic violence regardless of age, sex, ethnicity, sexual orientation, socioeconomic status, or religion. And whereas domestic violence traumatizes victims, harms families, threatens communities, and increases the likelihood for children who are subject to it to grow up and inflict violence on others, creating a cycle of violence that must be stopped. And whereas victims require help to find the compassion, resources, and healing they need, and domestic abusers should be punished to the full extent of the law. And whereas the powerful partnerships between state and local agencies, nonprofit and private organizations, law enforcement agencies, and the court, healthcare, legal providers, faith-based communities, and educational institutions are creating coordinated community response to domestic violence, and whereas Hillsborough County facilitates efforts to help victims of domestic violence obtain a wide range of social and legal services, and whereas the Hillsborough County Domestic Violence Task Force and all its partners are committed to raising public awareness about how to prevent, recognize, and stop domestic violence. Now, therefore, be proclaimed that the Board of County Commissioners of Hillsborough County, Florida, does hereby declare October 2022 as Domestic Violence Awareness Month in Hillsborough County, and encourages all residents to learn about and work together to end domestic violence. Executed the 6th day of October 2022. And I'm going to ask Ms. Kaufman, Ms. Maliski, and State Attorney Lopez to share a few words with us. And I'm going to present the proclamation. Thank you, Jason. To the two of you. And thank you. We'll hear your comments.
We are honored today to be here with our commissioners recognizing October as Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Domestic violence is a vital issue that impacts so many. Over the last several years, our task force members have developed a coordinated community response to domestic violence. We've identified key initiatives collectively and have made productive progress in achieving those objectives. We want to thank Commissioner Hagan and the rest of the Board of County Commissions, as well as the county's Criminal Justice Office, for their unwavering support over the last several years. In our efforts, as well as the many system and community partners that comprise our county's Domestic Violence Task Force, some of which are present today in support. Without their time, effort, commitment, we would not be able to progress forward. We look forward to continuing our efforts on improving the local response to domestic violence and making our community safer for domestic violence victims. Thank you again to each and every partner who has helped us in our efforts, and to the Hillsborough County Board of County Commission for their recognition this month. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you, Commissioner Myers, and to other members of the commission. My name is Susie Lopez, and I am the state attorney in Hillsborough County, and I am honored to stand up here with these wonderful women who represent so many people in this county who work to end domestic violence. My office prosecutes domestic violence cases every single day, and we are proud to represent the victims. We are honored to work with our law enforcement, Sheriff Chronister in the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office, Chief O'Connor and the Tampa Police Department, all members of law enforcement, first responders, and our partners at the clerk's office, Cindy Stewart's office, as well as the Spring. We are pleased to be here today and make a pledge to you that we will work very hard every day to support the victims of domestic violence and, to support the victims of domestic violence and to end domestic violence in Hillsborough County. Thank you all very much.
Thank you all for your comments. If you're a part of the task force or one of the partners, would you please stand so that we can show recognition to you as well? Let's show some love. Thank you for all that you do. It's not an easy task for someone to come and report domestic violence anywhere, but we certainly appreciate you being one of the partners here in Hillsborough County. So at this time, we're going to go back and take some pictures.